Okay. Where were we? Oh yes, we had just unlocked customization of cosmeticizing. And we were exploring a zone. And we just found a new warp point. The cathedral. Cathedral. I need to write that down. Olresil. Evo. that's definitely your name. Hello Nemesis. Hello DZ Maven. Hello Von Falkenstein. Hopefully y'all's double jump yet. Time is going well. Oh, we already read that one. We got a ring. It increases the amount of magic restored by Mono Rose. That's probably worthwhile. We're gonna go with that. Hey, Evo. Evo, Evo, Evo. Evo. First of all, look at the detail on that stained glass window in the background. But second of all, check it out. Except it's even cuter than that. We're secretly playing a bunny. Which explains the moon connection. It all ties up together. Hey, Mr. Red. Yeah, I would not want to wear this outfit. I mean, I could rock it, but I'm just saying. Oh my god, look at those visuals. Look at that! Oh, look at that. Oh.
Answer my call! No!
I mean, I've got the chest size to wear something like this. Not that I'm bragging, just saying. My chest is huge. Makes getting shirts that actually fit more uncomfortable than you think. Seriously, it's actually a huge issue. Okay, if you're just gonna stay up there, I'm just gonna move on. Oh no, there's an eyeball. Gotta pose for the eyeball. That's true, I have like no hips. Oh my god. Just shoving your ass at us here. Obsidian. Oh my gosh, okay. That's pretty much exactly what I was trying not to do, but that's okay, that's okay. Yeah, I know this sounds pathetic, but the background art has honestly been a standout feature. You know how I know I'm a boring-ass person and a boring-ass reviewer? Because the best parts of this game so far, and I mean this with total sincerity, are the background art and the interface on the story and gameplay axis, respectively. And I mean that. Like, this is a tight interface. Even the HUD's pretty good, too. Uh-oh, it's another cat one. We need to get the cat shard. Give me your shard! Hey, Blue Felix. Hope your day's doing well. I am exhausted today, but that's okay. It's okay. We only totally suck. this leads here. Which is funny. It's... I don't want to sound like it's the only a you thing, Nemesis. I'm sure it's an other people thing. But again, there isn't a specific reason why they do that. It is... Like I said, it's the exact same reason that, that mouse cursors can have trails. It's to draw your eye to it, so you don't lose yourself in the background, so you can see where you are at all times. Honestly, I could think of some beat-em-up games that could use a similar feature. I mean, how many times have we been playing a beat-em-up and it's like, where am I? Like, you literally lose where you are on the screen. No? That's just me? Okay. Woof woof. People exist. People exist. Wee buddy ha. Don't want to fight the painting. I'm not saying that there's anything invalid with feeling the way you do. Obviously, Nemesis. I'm just pointing it out because it's interesting. Probably the kind of thing that should be a toggle, but it was a PlayStation 1 game. Alright, hang on. Gotta check the walls. Crazy Nurse would never forgive me if I didn't check the wall. Hey, Ross. Oh, this looks safe. Oh, Jesus, that's a boss. What? What? Okay. Notice it's not animated like a spider, which goes back to what I was talking about earlier. Oh, crap. The recovery frames are crazy in this game. I'm still getting used to them. I think we're just gonna die. I don't think I'm even doing any damage to it. Do we ever get the ability to see boss health, out of curiosity? Yeah, speaking of Smash. Oh, never mind, we got it. Woo. We almost died, but we didn't. Let's go heal before we do anything else whatsoever. Oh my god. No, we have like no potions, no nothing. Let's go do this. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Everything's fine. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Okay. Damn it, dog. Well, because fiction has this weird thing where people tend to forget about things after like 5 or 10 or 20 years, which has always amused me. Because real life doesn't seem to follow that pattern. I mean, so far it's completely linear, Mr. Red, so... We'll see when we get to the point where the game actually opens up. Interesting. I don't know, 5 resistance doesn't really seem worth that. We'll go ahead and do it for a bit. See how that works out. So there's the hand. Gosh, so... You know what I should have done? I should have left a marker. Oh, good. I can leave as many markers as I want to. Yay! More map positives. I'm telling you, this interface is legit. It's weird. Let's see if I can remember where that other one was. Well, yeah, I know there's this spot, but there was one other spot. Oh, right. It's actually, like, here, isn't it? And... I think that's it? Yeah. Let's do a little backtracking. Why do they want me to die? What did I ever do to them? I know. Demon's got a demon. Yeah. As per tradition. I deserve that. I mean, I wouldn't want to live here. Think about cleaning this place. But still, I wouldn't mind visiting. Aw, still no cat shards. See, once again, that's just proving I'm the boringest person on the planet. My first thought about seeing this giant castle, oh god, imagine cleaning it. Whatever. Let us progress. I do like how this does loop around a bit to the area where we need to go anyways. Hey, Valerian. Again. Don't think I've ever even heard of them, Von Falkenstein. I'm sorry. I mean, I would totally play dress up here. I'm just saying. As Alucard, obviously. Now that's an outfit I would actually wear in real life.
Come!
Hey, an alchemist. Maybe we can get down here now? Nope, this still requires a key. Yeah. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Me too, Yura. I'd walk in. Ooh, yee! Excuse me. Interesting about Falkenstein. No, I've never heard of that. You ever wonder what kind of voice direction these people are given? Alright, you've just been killed. What do you say? That's a new one. Okay. Let's get this stupid thing out of the way. Beast Beret. Okay. Ooh. Oh yeah, now we're fashionable. Oh yeah.
I'll take you to a place which might be interesting for you. I'll take you to a
Weird zoom in, but okay.
We are here.
Thanks. Can I get double jump over here so I don't have to do that again? No reason. I'm just curious. Hey, Primarch. How you doing this fine Sunday? Hey, work point. Wait. A much-needed HP up. Use that before the Zangetsu fight, but that's okay. Kung Fu Vest, very important. Yeah, I'll take that. I remember those days, Primarch. Oh, right, duh. Hi, I'm stupid. I mean, honestly, we've already reached the point at which I probably would have given up this game. As I mentioned, and as several people have reaffirmed, there's a bit of an early game hell problem in this game. I'm really hoping that's going to go away. That looks like fun. Hold up. Before we do anything, let's find a save. We haven't saved in a minute.
Thank you.
Freaking Faye, I swear. Okay. We'll make a save point happen. Yes. That one is the closest. Yeah, alright, let's whatever. Load times are nice, but then again, I am on an 8M2 with a nice computer, so load times had better be nice. While
It's
we're here,
good to see you. So, what'll it be?
let's see. The doodads are really, really good, but usually only in specific areas, like, say, the hub, where we are right now.
I'll go with this.
Yeah, the exact reason I'm not playing this on the Switch is because of that, Yeehaw McKay. I love the name, by the way.
Did you see the Eastern man in the red armor? He was at Dominique's supply post.
You mean Zangetsu? Be careful around that one. He thinks shard binders and alchemists are as bad as demons.
I mean, look at me. Don't I look like a completely innocent person?
He said he'd cut us down if he saw us again.
Well, we did technically start all this. But I agree, he doesn't need to be so savage.
Those scars on his body tell the story of a rough life.
Oh, well then I'd better keep my distance.
That you should.
That is a very strange conversation, but I'm not going to complain about it, because I already have.
You know, I consider myself a high jumper, but there are places in the castle that even I can't reach. Something's wrong with this place. The architecture seems off.
Well, remember, the castle came straight from hell.
It's a creature of chaos.
It's not going to work the way we expect. Who's to say it was meant to be inhabited in the first place?
Zangetsu is investigating the castle too. How does he get around?
Well, your jump strength is a result of the crystal augmenting your flesh, but his comes from training and discipline that have enabled him to transcend human limits. I understand he has the ability to jump a second time in mid-air.
What? He does not.
Funny you should mention Zangetsu. He sent a message arrow, which reads, "In the shrine to the printed word, seek the demon bounding across the sky."
Well, maybe that demon shard would allow me to jump in midair.
If so, it would open new avenues for you within the castle. Is there anything else you need while you're here?
No, thanks, I'm good.
What are you looking to buy?
You need to restock my potions, but before I do that... That's what I thought. Okay. Ah, those are expensive.
Is this right? Then we have a deal. Thank you.
Let's see if our rice is done yet. Or, excuse me, corn. Corn. Hey!
I finished the harvest. Here's your share.
Thanks.
Here to plant something.
Yes. Potatoes, please.
Can you plant this?
Sure, I'll get to work.
I mean, I hear ash is a really good fertilizer, so maybe.
How are you?
Alright, I need to cloak first. Yeah, I saw that von Falkenstein. It's like, really? Really? Yeah, like, look at the doodads in this room, for example. I've seen better, but these are still good. It was! Honestly, so far, despite my earlier rantings about the fashion, so far Dominique really is the exception of being just the worst. I don't know. As I said, even Miriam's outfit isn't that bad. Dominique's is just... Wow! Okay, so let's go see what happens when we play on the piano. I'm guessing it will come to life and immediately try to eat us. Dominique is the woman with the giant sleeve, yellow and black outfits. Yeah, she's the nun, who we were just talking to. She's,
Ow!
giant blonde hair, weird white thing over it. Interesting. Nice song. Also just had a thought. We've actually had the graphics cranked down for a minute now. Because I didn't notice any difference. Nope, still no difference. Wow. Do the graphics options just literally not work? I was gonna say, maybe this is an FF5 thing.
You!
Alright, sorry, piano flex. We actually still have an emote for that. It's the flex emote. An unpleasant game of cat and mouse with the monsters forced me to retreat. But then while stealing through the garden, I noticed a blue treasure chest I had plundered before had been refreshed with a new item. Who on earth could have put it there? We may never know. Doesn't look like it. Yep, nope. Avoid that thing, because that thing is way higher level than us. And we don't feel like dying right now. Oh, Jesus. We're just gonna go. We're just gonna go. Don't mind me. Everything's fine. We got Coist. First reduces your max health and mana by half. I should say 2/2. No, this is pretty clearly where the game wants me to go. Like, I just unlocked the ability to go through this area. I cannot go through this area yet. I don't have access to this because I don't have the underwater thing. This is a place I could still go to and haven't checked out yet. This is a place where I need the underwater stuff to get to. So that's out, and that's out. So the only options are going upper left here, or going this way. I've been keeping track. I know how to play Metroidvania. Contrary to popular opinion. Hey! We have our first familiar. Of course, it's the friggin' fairy. Oh god, that's literally just a jet of acid.
Go! Answer my call!
I summon you. I summon you, Toad. Now we're gonna keep going with the grinder.
This!
I mean, it's right here. We might as well do it right here. Put our mana back anyways. See if we can kill some stuff in this room. And the fairy's actually doing stuff. I mean, she's only hitting enemies for 2, but yeah, that's something.
Take this!
6! She hit something for 6! I'm so proud of her. Yeah, fairies are OP. Please nerf.
Ow!
I mean, it's literally better than nothing. Yeah, the fairy's leveling pretty quickly, too.
Cinder and blight veil the air, bring
Wow.
the night and
Now that's a deep cut reference. How many people get that?
rose, sweet repose suspended. The hours fly.
Not gonna get to the whole thing. Oh, by the way, every single Soten video was copyrighted for music. That's just that's my life at this point. It's okay, they should be live, but god damn it. So in Soten, I don't even remember what's required. But if you have the fairy out, she'll actually sing a song for you. You know, that song.
Ow! Ah! Take this!
Powers of Twin Dragons. Ooh, that's a little disorienting. Okay, okay. We're gonna run with that. We're playing Ghosts and Goblins now. That is a little disorienting, I'm not gonna lie.
Take this!
Well, now we have a wolf helmet. Yeah, so we have a block now. Can't I loot that? It's okay, just make sure you have tons of potions for the first boss fight. Or, you know, cheat like I did. Interesting.
Gotcha.
I mean, in the lower areas, I can tell the crystals are just a Let's call it a malleable format of demons. Energy, even living things, stuff like that. Yeah, like, speaking of not being able to loot stuff. Another hairstyle. And another thing we can't loot. A bunch of those here. Oh, alright, whatever. So, I'm gonna ask this as nicely as I can, Blow Felix. Is something up today? You've been weirdly, aggressively defensive about this game. In a way I don't normally see you do. Like, I'm not speaking ill of it. I'd say something that's not a negative, and then you're like, ah! And I'm just kind of confused by that. Up we go. That's all good. Like, normally, in my experience, when someone's like that, something's up, you know? So I could be like, rah, back, or I could be like, you alright? Lord knows we all have days, you know what I mean? Oh, that's not what I was expecting that to be. Right, right. Should probably switch that back to my actual ability.
Take this!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure for most of us, the entirety of the COVID year was just one of those years. Ah, that sucks. I am sorry, Little Alex. I hope whatever it is smooths out as much as it can, you know? Right now, I'm kind of exhausted myself because I'm going through having to try and take care of the kids in the absence of the dad, because he's off on a business trip, while still, you know, doing reserve. On the plus side, the doors are here. Yeah, the 10 years that was the COVID year. Exactly. Lol. That's my fault. Although, it was fortuitous. Right, speaking of which, I need to jot down another brickwork positive for the area we're in right now. The mechanical clock tower thing. What was this? The Twin Dragons, I think was the name of the area? No kidding, Low Alex. Not all years are equal, or however that goes. Whoops. God damn it. I do like my platforming. Will not lie. Even though I keep sucking at it, I still like it. Things right down. Visual distinction while I'm thinking about it. Interesting. Sorry, I'm just kind of playing with it now. I really do wonder which Kickstarters are trying to kill us here.
Gotcha.
Why? What did we do to you? We're playing your game. What? It's a hyperventilator. Yeah, that's... I mean, it's a good thing, Wolf Alex, but that is a little weird. I'm not going to lie to you. I think I will make that trade-off. Oh my god! Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. What was the other one I just got? Oh, yeah, the sunglasses. Oh, yeah! There we go. Hang on. Let's get back to the beret. There. That's the canonical Miriam right there. We're not going to do that because we want stats, but still. Instead, we're the Psycho Beast Woman. Whoop, 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 whoop. We'll come back to that. I think so, Von Wolkenstein. I haven't seen anything to cosmeticize the tattoos yet, but who knows. Oh, a painting shard. I didn't know those even had painting shards. And by painting shards, I mean shards.
Gotcha. Arise, myself and my shadow.
Jeeble.
Well, well.
Oh, hey, we can check his outfit out.
Look at all the shards you've amassed.
Let's see.
How does it feel to command the power of demons?
So normally I would complain about his undershirt, but it really matches the stained glass motif. So I'm not going to do that. But the problem is he's put busy in a place where the details are being lost. Generally speaking, in this kind of an outfit, you want to have something that's busy be nice and visible, like on the cloak or on his overshirt. But in this case, it works because it makes it look like, well, he's got a crystal body underneath, which he probably does. Gloves are the same style as ours, almost identical, actually, which works for the same reason it does on us. The overshirt is relatively simple, good general color usage. We've got the simple white for the tie to keep it together, gold and black. There's not much else to comment on here. He's got a fairly basic cloak, same exact style that Alucard and Dracula both use. And nice, big, long black. Again, black and gold work really well together. And the red is a nice offset, especially given his white hair and his light skin. The only complaint I could level here is the fact that he's got the double belt thing. But I've noticed a lot of people have belts in this game, so it's whatever, I suppose. So I'm actually going to say that he probably has one of the better designed outfits so far. Putting him behind Johannes, I would say.
It feels like nothing. Just power. And so long as I'm in control of it, human power.
You're a fool if you think you can soak up that much of their deviltry and still call yourself human.
I'm not the fool here. And I will never give in, to you or them.
Oh, never say never, Miriam.
Forgot to actually look at Zangetsu's outfit close up. Sorry.
I have you now, Jeeble. The Liber Logaeth belongs to me, and I shall see it returned.
I don't like his outfit. Like, I see what they were going for, but it feels like they didn't have the time necessary to design the mesh. It looks like he's supposed to have, I forget what it's called, the Jedi robe thing, right? You got a hood, And you got the cloak, and you're supposed to hold it over yourself, and it's the kind of thing you wear when it's raining or when there's a lot of sun. It's to keep you safe from the elements. It's a traveler's cloak, in short. But it doesn't look like one. Instead, it looks like he's got this giant pile of fluff around him. That's not a fault of the fashion, though. That's a fault of the model. But yeah, he's just kind of... There's not much there. I like the rose motif in his inner robe, but his outer robe doesn't do anything. So it just doesn't really work for me.
How are you still even alive? I take no orders from a dead man walking!
And thank you, Vandalia, very, very, very much. As always, I'll put that towards the Pikmins. If I ever self-voiced characters, who was the hardest to voice, which I've done that all the time, I would say anybody with, like, say, an accent that is not one of the, like, 2 accents I could do would probably qualify. Other than that, I don't know, it was actually really hard doing Vivi for FF9, so I suppose that counts. And that's going towards Pikmin. And thank you again, Vandalia. I heard a strange rumor that Lore can do certain types of accents, but it takes him a moment to get into it, and the weird thing is, if his mouth is too dry, he can't quite do it right. It's strange.
And now you die. My next attack will not miss.
I mean, your attack didn't miss at all. It just hit
You must conserve your energy for King Bale.
her. It just hit Gremory. Interesting design on Gremory, by the way. You can see the moon motif. Certainly continues. We don't see the lion head thing that we saw back in Curse of the Moon, but that just might be the angle of the picture.
So I must. You are lucky, old man.
Oh, lost him.
Alfred, I won't let you use the Liber Logaeth to plunge the world into...
I must give chase while the trail is still fresh.
Or you could spend one sentence saying, "Don't worry, I'm not evil, peace." I guarantee you Alfred's not a villain here. I guarantee it. I don't know that, because none of these characters are the same as they were in Curse of the Moon. But I'm betting right now. I mean, come on. Hey, Dakota. He's a book nerd who can't communicate. I mean, yeah. Hashtag relatable. Honestly, not too shabby, Dakota. I do like how they actually do something, and she seems to be leveling pretty quickly. Oh no, he's totally gonna be killed later, and as he's dying, he'll be like, "No, I was your ally the whole time. Take this, the key to beating the villain." Ugh. And that's what's gonna happen. But that's okay. That's Alfred's purpose in life. It's a shame. I really liked Alfred back in Curse. Ooh, new zone. That's some interesting background. Yeah, no, completely different continuity. Nothing to do with each other. I actually verified that yesterday, or the day before, rather. In fact, even Curse 1 and Curse 2 have nothing to do with each other. Which is a strange choice, but whatever.
Gotcha!
Kind of more of an anthology thing, then. Just chilling on my shoulder, like you do. It's like 14 all over again. This is the weirdest mechanic of the game right there. Hold your arm in a certain direction. I'm curious if they're going to do anything with that later. Whoops. You know what, I just had to open my mouth, because what do you know? Look at that. Hey, I let you free! Oh my god, that thing hurts. That thing hurts.
Myself and my shot.
Whoops, I have the wrong shard equipped.
No.
Oh my god, that might kill me. We're gonna back the hell off. Where are we? Okay, I guess we're not that far from a save point. And cutscenes are skippable, as we've already demonstrated. Okay. Got him. It was a little fun. Okay, I give up. What are you? So that's a clear we need double jump moment. We'll be getting it soon. Ah. Frickin' Fleeman. Oh my god. Yeah. In any Castlevania game, the frickin' Fleeman. Okay, so before we get up on this one, do we have potions? We do. A couple. Okay, so let me think about this. So I want to get up, which means I want this one, this one. I can do food, but it's a lot more expensive, and I'm trying not to overuse it. At least not yet. Like, I'm still at the point where money is pretty tight. Like, for example, right now I can afford 5 potions, and that's the total sum of my wealth. You know what I should do? Because they've got a frickin' template. I should be using the template. So let's do... Think about this for a second. No, it's this button. This one. Hey, True to 4. It's been interesting so far, so let's do... Yeah, no, that's right, that's right. We want this to be the craft work. And honestly, that's kind of it. Let's just stick with that. So let's. There we go. Sorry, figuring out the shortcuts here. Don't mind me. And then we just do this. And now we're back to this. Oh wait, no, it didn't work. Oh, it's because I didn't actually set it. Okay, hang on. So let's actually set this to defend. We do have the wolf's summon. What was that? Maybe we don't have a wolf summon. We have a painting summon. Was there an achievement for sitting in each chair or something? I was gonna say, as much as I love Soten to death, and I mean, I just proved that yesterday, I gave that game a very high score. The fact of the matter is, a lot of the familiars were there in Soten. Like, the fairy was useful because of item use. The beast, or the demon was useful because of unlocking stuff. And, I guess the sword was useful if you leveled it up and actually equipped it. What am I doing? Something for Evo.
Arise, myself and my shadow!
See? Paintings.
Arise, myself and my shadow!
It's a shield spell. Oh, it looks like it's the good type of shield, the Junkman shield. Speaking of which, I'm going to have to figure out how many positives we give to Kit in this game, because there's a lot of shard options, and that's probably going to be some build gameplay as well. So let's just write down build question mark, and then Kit shards question mark, and we'll come back to that. We'll circle back to that later. That's going to be a thing to figure out. Yeah, I am ironically not as impressed by the weapons as I was in Soten, but the shards are pretty legit so far. Continue to level up. How do I see, I have to go down here. Level 10. Nice.
Take this!
And she's up to doing 6 damage now. Damn it, Emperor Valerian.
Gotcha!
Well, I know fairy levels do damage. Our levels increase our health, our mana, and I don't know what else, to be completely honest with you. Oh, no kidding, Blowfelix. I agree with the comparison completely.
How could you?
Either way, thank you for being part of the show again, Valerian. I will jot that down for Dragon Quest VI. Ooh, that's a good idea, Crazy Norse. So let's go ahead and just grab... We're just going to make this easy. We're just going to grab a screenshot. And we'll see what happens when we level. Boop. Put that over there off the side. And back to the game. Let's see. Got another 2,000 XP to level. I do like how we have library cards, too. At least that's what I'm assuming they are. I haven't actually used any yet. Listen, Emperor Valerian does not make enough money to make me review Final Fantasy XI. Nobody does. If Elon Musk contacted me and was like, hey, I want you to review Final Fantasy XI, I'd be like, that's nice. I hate to continue comparing this game to Soten, but what do you want from me? You'll notice that it's got a pretty decent spread of teleport spots. And I'm guessing here, but I have a feeling it's going to have, a better spread of teleport spots than Soten did. I love Soten, but it needed a few more teleport rooms. Oh no, you could play FF11 right now, it's just, I'd kind of rather tear my teeth out and eat them than review FF11. Okay, I'm being exaggerative, but trust me when I say that would be a very, very boring stream. And that's the biggest issue. It's not even that bad of a game, but I want you to imagine a stream where nothing happens at all for literal hours at a time. And that would be FF11 in a nutshell. Yeah, the downtime in that game is bonkers. Combat takes forever. Traversal takes forever. Literally going through dungeons takes forever. It's the kind of thing that would be like, all right, let's start up the game. And then the first stream, the first 4 hours, would literally be just getting out of the first town. Not an exaggeration.
Is there something I can help you with, human?
No, it totally is, Ross. Final Fantasy XI was actually deliberately modeled after EverQuest. No, I recognize his voice immediately. I'm looking at his outfit, because we gotta. Now, this is going to sound strange, and everyone's going to think I'm dumb and stupid for this, but that's okay, because I really think that outfit works for him. The only thing I don't like, remove his head entirely. His skin doesn't look quite right, and his hair looks a little bit off, but just ignore that for a second. Put your thumb over the head, and then just look at the outfit. He's got a weirdly good usage of color in order to contrast and highlight. The gold immediately draws attention to the center V. You'll notice he's got the double V thing going on. He's got the initial V of the early vest, and then he's got the second V of his inner coat. The outer V is kind of informed by the yellow, which kind of pulls together from his cloak. And his cloak naturally has the typical... What are they called? The things here, the collars. There we go, the giant collars there. Fairly basic red aristocratic tie underneath, but nothing that I'm looking at really looks particularly bad. And everything I'm looking at just looks like a fairly typical aristocratic outfit. And while the color choice is unusual, I think it works. Yeah, he is wearing a shirt, a typical button-down, and then he's got the vest, and then he's got the coat, and then he's got the cloak. But then again, he's a vampire. He's probably cold.
That aura about you. You're a vampire!
And what of it? Will you murder me for that alone? I've picked no quarrel with you.
You might find this funny, Below Alex. So obviously we reviewed Get Soten yesterday, right? And it reviewed very well, of course, duh. But what I found funniest is, just for the heck of it, after we'd done the audit, I went back to look at the old review to kind of compare and contrast notes. Didn't really find anything that surprised me, except for one thing that amused me, which didn't surprise me, just amused me. The old review gave 2 separate negatives for the voice acting. The new review, which reviewed the PS1 version, gave 1 positive for voice acting. And I think that says all it needs to be said about that contrast.
My name is Orlok Dracul, but you may call me O.D. I oversee this library, Miss...
Miriam. Am I permitted to take out books from this library of yours?
Also, haha, Orlok Dracul, really?
Of course, Miriam. Although you would be my first human patron. The books here are magical tomes that impart power to their readers. As long as you are here, why not avail yourself of their boons?
So... Okay. This is a neat mechanic already, I can tell you that in seconds. The fact that we can only borrow 1 book, but we can swap the book. This is essentially an accessory slot in terms of gameplay design. So, buff our strength, buff our int, buff our con, buff our mind. Buff our luck. Probably gonna go with that one. Oh, it looks really good, Yura, trust me. Cold resistance, fire resistance, lightning resistance. Dark, I think? Resistance. Light resistance. Petrification resistance. Poison resistance. Curse resistance. And increases attack speed. Increases power of familiars. Makes directional attacks stronger. Interesting. So I was most tempted by luck, but I'm curious what attack speed looks like. Let's see how easy it is to swap. So let's go with attack speed. It is such a nice monitor, but it was not cheap. Frequent.
Oh? I'll go with this.
Be certain to return what you borrow. This is a library, not a bookshop.
Okay, that is noticeably faster. But I think I'm going to go ahead and
Take out.
swap out back to live. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, I have to actually return, then we can go over to luck.
I'll go with this.
Be certain to
Cool. And it's right next to a warp spot. So we could... Oh my god, look where he's sitting. Look where he's sitting. We don't have the moon jump yet, but we need to come back here when we get it. Yeah, he took Alfred's chair. The other Alfred. Yeah, it is too. It's right there. You can see the slot. Right there. Half a year has passed since I began my studies of demonology, and I haven't been able to conjure more than a fart thus far. My old friend insists he's seen the Liber Logaeth, the book summon a friendly spirit that I need only invert the right, and yet try as I may, scour the library as I may, I have not to show for my efforts. I cannot count how many permutations of the rod I've attempted. My methods are correct. It's my materials that fail me. What's missing? Human sacrifice? No, I must try more catalysts. The crystal I discovered continues to grow, ever so slowly. Watching it has become my sole joy. Ooh, okay. It is worthy of keeping in mind. Yeah, I agree, Crazy Horse. Because I don't really have a metric for how much 5 resistance is, but it might be substantial. Boss time, probably. Ooh, that hurt. Oh my god. Okay.
Take this!
Just watch for a second.
Gotcha! Take this! Arise, myself and my shadow! Gotcha! Take this! Myself and my shadow!
This should be this. No, Potions.
Arise, myself!
God damn it. Equip the correct thing, please. Thank you. Although, I just noticed I'm almost doing the same damage that thing now. Do we... No, I guess I already asked that. Never mind. Never mind. I like the rainbow thing coming out of that thing. Persona! Oh, sorry.
Take this!
sense. I don't remember if we saved after we got our luck books. Let's just make sure.
Here to take.
Okay, we're good.
Be certain to return.
Making sure. Yeah, let's make sure this is correct this time. So this is interesting, by the way, in case you missed this. The way this works, this shortcutty thing, is if it's gray, it's whatever you currently have equipped. So you manually change stuff, and it doesn't do that. In other words, if I switch to this shortcut, the only thing it changes is my conjure and my manipulate. Everything else is set manually. So you can kind of deliberately do that, which is kind of neat. Yeah, so making sure we're on the right thing. Which we are. Ow.
Take this!
Damn it! 1 inch too far away for that.
Take this! Gotcha! Take this!
Right in the face there.
Take this! Gotcha! Take this!
Interesting quote through to 4.
Gotcha!
Just headbanging with the scarf, don't mind me. I mean, a Castlevania vampire wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I would also be okay with a Oblivion vampire. An Oblivion?
Gotcha!
Okay, I like the rainbow wings there. But we have double jump. We have hit the point in Soten where the game opens up. Well, it's worse stats in every way, but it does look cool. Now we're going to go back to the little bit. That's just way better. Okay, so now we can go anywhere. We have, God, I had like 10 places in my head. Where I wanted to go. Okay, let's just start with the stuff that's right here immediately. Well, that requires the mirror things. That's not happening. Parse that. Can we do this?
How could you? Oh! Oh! Yeah! Oh! Take this! Oh!
You know what? Just for you, Crazy Norse, I will do this now. Whoop! Pay attention more.
Gotcha! Oh! Ah!
Interesting. Wait, really, Yeehaw? But... we will be playing OG Valerian for the purposes of review, as usual. Honestly, I kind of fell off of OpenMW. I wasn't even aware it was really anywhere in production. I'm sorry, I gotta see this now. Game. That was weird. Okay. Someone go.
Take this!
Interesting. Increases firearm damage. Nice. Evil books. Not quite as nice. I played FF5. That's a good point. Let's do this for a moment. Yeah, I was wondering why she was like, how could you? And I didn't really think much of it. She looked like a succubus, so I'm like, yep, okay, how could you defeat me? Oh, I was totally nice and not evil at all. You know how succubi are. Hello.
Blessings.
Thanks. Cool. I'll take it. I apologize. Bye, B. Okay, hang on. So let's... Oh, gosh. Okay. We have double jump, which has probably just broken the hinges off of this game. I was like, how many of you in chat? Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's go all the way back to the ship, because we know there was double jump stuff back there. That's a good place to start. Yes, at this moment, the ferry is all we have. Hang on, how are we doing on these quests?
Here's what I've turned up.
Oh my god.
Help my kill those.
Alright,
Have you learned?
say it with me now. Kill those murderers dead.
Help Pastor kill those murderers dead.
Have you?
Here's what. Help kill those murderers dead.
Got it?
Here. Help kill those murderers dead.
Have
Here. Help kill those murderers dead.
got?
Here. Help Sean the merchant rest in peace. Kill those murderers dead.
Got any?
Here's what I've turned. Help Doc kill those murderers dead.
Okay, so... Look, I'm a simple guy. What do you want from me?
It's good to see. What are we transmuting this time?
You cook anything? I don't know if it's a deliberate reference, Great Stars. I just know that we need to kill those murderers dead. What's really wild is if you've been paying attention, she has a different line for each side quest. It's not the murderers thing, it's help put such and such to rest. So she had to say like the 12 or 20 or however many lines for that. And then she had to say, kill those murderers dead. And that like that there you go, that's her voice acting.
I'll go with this. Great.
Better, but probably still not good, to be perfectly blunt. Try Act 2. I was not impressed with Mighty Number 9, and some of that team has issues. So... Oh, are they? Giant's Lore. We have kind of used this food system, but not really. Although...
I'll go with this.
I will need to look into that.
Great.
Oh, excuse me. I'm actually using... Double jump. Oh, dude. We need fairy wings. I don't know where we find them, but we need fairy wings. We could improve the paintings. Ooh, the grinder. Yes.
I'll go with this. I'll go with this. I'll go with this.
I mean, honestly, it's the same problem we had with Top Spin back in Mega Man 3.
I'll go with this.
Okay, Grinder's pretty decent now. We'll sit on the rest of that for the moment. What does Flan take? Dragon Egg and Beast Milk. Interesting.
Stop back.
There's this narrow horizontal opening I'm trying to squeeze through. Any ideas?
As a matter of fact, Zangetsu just sent a message arrow about that. In the gruesome hall of experiments, seek the demon darting through narrow holes.
Darts. Sounds difficult to catch.
Even the trickiest creatures have a weakness. You will find it. Now, is there anything else you need from me? What are you looking to buy?
Yeah, I didn't think so. I was just curious.
Thank you. I'll be...
Yeah, so far none of the bosses have been Zangetsu. I'm curious what it'd be like the next time we fight him, because you know there's going to be another fight. Let's see if our potatoes ever came through.
I finished the harvest.
Yay!
Here to plant.
Can you plant this?
Sure.
So now we need... Hang on.
What are we transmuting this time?
Flour and mocha milk. Mocha oil, excuse me. I can get flour, but mocha oil? I don't think I've seen that.
Come back anytime.
Probably because I haven't. Sorry, gotta double check. One more thing. Just hello.
I suppose you have a point, but...
Huh. We're done talking. I must go.
The chains are a bit much, but honestly, most of the rest of his outfit's fine. He's got basic pants. He's got the typical one-sleeved samurai look, which is kind of a ritual/cultural/combat thing. Auron did the same thing in FF10. His hand that's exposed is fully armored, as it should be, and actually has a proper joint for once, so that's fine. Like I said, the chains are a bit weird, but otherwise, there's not really a lot to comment on with regards to his appearance. At least not that I can see right now. But then again, that is a very slanted angle.
We're not done talking. And there he goes. Sorry you had to see that.
He really doesn't like me, does he?
Oh, he's just stubborn. Can I help you with something? I have some... What are you looking to buy?
Oh, looks like she doesn't have it. That's fine. I wasn't expecting her to. She does have flour.
Then we have a deal.
Grab that. And I should probably stock up on potions.
Then we have a deal. Thank you.
Okay, so let's grab a save, and then let's go try to sweep the ship. Shall we? Crazy Nurse is like, you should talk to people. But why? Why would I talk to NPCs in a video game? What is this, Bloodborne?
Oh, hello!
So she says nothing new, she still has a quest, and there's no one else to talk to. I'm starting to think Crazy Norse is, in fact, crazy. Maybe not even from the Northlands. I mean, gold and black go very well together, as I mentioned earlier, so I agree with that completely. In fact, gold, black, and white is a pretty classic combo for good reason. Yep, it's going to be Ori in the Blind Forest and then Shantae. I'm honestly looking forward to it. Hell, I'm looking forward to this. Oh my god, and now it's at night, and it's storming, and it's raining. I'm not gonna question that.
Take this!
The overshawl, I did a whole discussion of it earlier. Well, Alex, she's wearing an outfit that doesn't quite work in several ways. That's it. Yeah, we're doing Platformer Week, which is funny, because then we're going to take a break and do Dragon Age, or excuse me, Dragon Age, RPG Month. Yeah. And once we're done with RPG Month, then we're going to go back to platformers. And then we'll see. I'm not actually sure after that. I haven't thought about it yet. Come on, game. Yeah, this is going to be a tight jump. I noticed that this sways back and forth, so we're going to use that. Oh, God. Okay. Maybe I can't quite make that. Maybe I just suck. I don't know. Watch it for a second. Ugh, Jesus! You saw that, right? Like I nudged against the ledge. Oh, I got a flame up now. Oh my god. I think I found my new weapon. But before we go to that, let's find my boot. When you say the kick combo, which one do you mean? Oh, we just got a new splash. Nice. Suppose I could just, let's see here, so... That? Oh no, I'm probably going to add Wonder, sorry. I just kind of spaced on that, honestly, Ross. Ooh, okay, I screwed that up. I actually did that inverted. But yeah, based on the timing, like, Wonder comes out in October, right? I know I've asked this before, I'm sorry. It's October or November. That does change things a little bit. It is October, okay. I thought. I don't know if that's gonna work. I'm gonna have to hit down, down while holding right. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. That's actually really sad. I suppose that said something about me. And of course I do it perfectly as soon as I land. Can I do it in the air? Yes, I can. Okay. This might take us a few tries. It says something a lot about my preferences when it's like, man, Spider-Man 2 and Super Mario Bros. Wonders is coming out the same day. I know which one I can't wait to play. Okay, okay. Oh man, that's such a huge downgrade. But it looks like that! Come on! Come on! Ugh, that's horrible. We're not using that. Let's see. That's a ring. We're not gonna see a ring. Hang on. There we go. Perfect. We are ready to sail. It does increase our luck. And that is worthy of note. Actually, that reminds me. Stone Math does increase our luck, but man, I'm not wearing that. That looks terrible. But it does increase our luck. God, that's so ugly. No, I'm not. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's too much. It's too much. I mean, mainline Super Mario Brothers games sell bonkers well. I mean, look at the sales units for New Super Mario Brothers Wii sometime. I mean, I guess most mainline Mario games, regardless of 2D or 3D, sell very well. Odyssey sold very well as well. Agreed. I mean, a lot of games could use a cosmetic slot or a cosmetic concept. I'm with it in this case. Let me look cool. And, you know, not have to tie my stats to it. Because I'm going to be stuck with this stupid wolf hat. Or this pirate hat for a while, I think. Ooh, that's it. I might not be able to make that happen. Totally cannot make that happen. Okay. Sure. Let's try this other one. Yeah, this is a bit of a weird choice. Yeah, I've got to watch an 80% of this now, at some point. Yeah, that reminds me. Although I forgot that... whatever.
Take this!
All the way back to the beginning here. Don't mind me.
Hey!
Oh god, Command & Conquer 2. Yeah, I remember over history, there's been a few stacked gaming days. It used to be pretty common that developers would, publishers would directly compete with each other. They don't do that as much anymore for fairly obvious reasons, but every now and again you'll still see people taking shots at each other. I mean, the obvious answer, Crazy Norse, is it's a game that actually works for them. But, you know, what defines a game that works for them? That's a little more ephemeral. Oftentimes, games that have good speedrunner tech, you know, stuff that makes it interesting or exciting to play, high ceiling caps. I also know some people really tend to lean towards games that are shorter, but that's not necessarily an indicator as well. The RPG speedrunning scene is pretty strong for a reason. And those tend to be in the 8-hour range, depending. Like, when I first heard that people speedrun FF9, I was actually blown away by that. Like, really? Why? But, you know. Oh, hey. Speaking personally... Oh yeah, it was bad. They actually very recently discovered a glitch. Say recently, it was like a year and a half ago. A glitch that allowed them to skip cutscenes, which then turned into a mod, which everybody just universally agreed we're just going to use the mod from now on and skip cutscenes in FF10 for speedrunning purposes. And oof, that was just kind of where that was at. That.
Take this!
But yeah, I tend to be attracted to, this is going to sound stupid, music, which I know is a dumb thing to focus on, but I like to have something nice to listen to while I'm playing. Music, tech, you know, movement, and time. I actually started speedrunning several much longer games, and I realized I just don't really have the time to commit to a run that may fail, that if I do really well is going to be a 2 or 3 hour run. I didn't have it in me. I don't have that kind of spare time anymore. So, those are the big things I look for. I'm going to immediately get rid of that. Okay. Well, that's as much of that as we can do for the moment. We do still have one thing left. Look at that in a minute. Oh god, Xenogears speedrunning has been the bane for so long. Put a little marker there. Okay. Apparently they really want me to go back to that ship.
Hi, Miriam. What are we transmuting this time?
It's not something the game gets negatives for, Blue of Alex, but yeah, no, Xenogears
I'll go with this.
is one of the most speedrun hostile games I've ever seen in my life.
I like it.
I'll go with this.
Very little tech, routing, or optimization, which is usually what RPGs tend to have for speedrunning. And not only can you not skip the cutscenes, but there are huge swaths of nope, of of just kind of pushing through it. Which is fine when you're just there to enjoy the game and enjoy the story, but when you're trying to beat the game as quickly as possible... okay. Let me think about this. Where do I want to go? We still can't go underwater. We could try going up here. We haven't gone up here yet. I don't even know where the... What, you're talking about the woman who wants me to give her the cloak I'm currently wearing? Wait, actually, did I switch the cloak? Nope, I still have the bat wings on. Fine, I'll get rid of the bat wings. Lower my stats just to finish this stupid quest, just for you. No, I agree, Blow Off Alex. It's actually really rare that an RPG is speedrun friendly, like Chrono Trigger or FF6. Or probably some other ones that I can't think of off the top of my head.
How are you?
Here, have the thing.
Here's what you asked for.
This is it?
Yay, chocolate cake.
This is the key.
Right.
And she wants... Rava Buro. I don't even know what that is. Whatever, we'll grab it.
Thank you.
Well, I was waiting on it because she was asking for equipment I had on. That was the issue. No, the old lady wants fried potatoes, which requires an oil that I haven't seen yet. What are you doing?
Take this!
You know, that's fair, Blow Up Alex. I'll give you that. Like, that's why I stalled. I was like, wait, hang on. What RPGs are actually speedrunner friendly? There are not a lot. So that still requires the key. That still requires the key. So I still can't get down there. Hang on. 4 hours, Ross, off the top of my head. I feel like checking up here is my best option. So let's do that. Let's see what's up top. 2 hours and 25 minutes. Dang. That's bonkers. Give me your soul. Your soul. Please? Aw, I wanted a cat soul. I'm not evil, I just wanted a cat soul. There's a difference. So there's the narrow gaps thing we'll have access to soon. So apparently goes even further up. Oh my god, Valerian. Ow. I don't remember, Gira. But did you know that if you type !! blocks? Oh my gosh, okay. Running. Or just go to the blocks page on the website. You too can know the answer to all these questions and more. Ow. So, nope out of that nonsense. Do our bunny hop in victory. There's a dog. Of course there's a dog. Let's not fall this time. Okay. We'll come back to that. So far, in terms of overall visuals and audio and all that fun stuff, and also playstyle, I would say the garden area is my favorite. My least favorite... No, I'm pretty sure it's in the Castlevania, classic Castlevania block here. I could be wrong. My least favorite area so far... Honestly, it's probably the area I'm in right now. Shortcut. Oh, I got another one then, didn't I? Yeah. Cool. Well, that's all there is up here. Let's go down the left side, see if there's anything over there. That's a no. Okay. Well. Let's... Yeah, sure. We'll go back to the village. Just so Crazy North doesn't become too crazy. We still don't have the underwater ability. I don't believe so, no.
Take this!
Pull out the map. Isn't Phoenix Point in the grid tactics block? I think? I could be wrong. I still don't know what bookcase you're talking about, so I'm just gonna assume... I also don't know what chest you're talking about, now I'm thinking about it. What chest are you talking about?
I finished the off.
Thanks.
Here to plant.
Yes. More potatoes.
Can you plant this?
Sure.
Give me a sec, Rex. Let me figure out what Crazy North wants me to do. Because apparently, I don't remember. Well, just like in Soten, your weapons determine a lot more of your stats than your levels do. Horizontal leveling instead of vertical. I need to start using the map feature more often. The marker thing, you know? Let's see. Was it up here? Had to have been. Well, there's the thing way up there, but I don't think I can reach that. Actually, I bet you I could. That's what I should do. Give me a sec, Crazy North, but I will remember. Might actually help if I do this. For God's sakes. It's the bottom one, Lauren. Remember, it's the bottom one.
Take this!
Ah! Oh, okay. Hey, do me a favor. Go away. Thank you. Oh, okay, hang on.
Gotcha!
give it a try. I'm gonna give it a try. Okay, so... Yeah, that's... It looks like an ammo upgrade. What is here? Ha. Surprise gift. Interesting. Is that for the great swords, Crazy Norse? Alright, so going down. Oh, you know what I should do, actually. I just had a thought. Cool. I had a thought, although, actually, so, okay, now let's actually see what Crazy Norse wanted me to do. Because I'm pretty sure I can't do anything out here, but... The last time I was down here was, like, at the beginning of the game. And I was way under leveled to fight the fish that was in here. So I just kind of gave up on it immediately. Has it been that bad, Ross? Dude, Mega Man 9 pissed me off. And physically hurt my hand on top of everything else. Oh, he still hurt like hell. And looks like that is it. I knew I could double jump, but it looks like there's nothing there. Like we're still just waiting for this to be a thing. Hold on. No, I know. I was actually angry at Mega Man 9. As I've said so many times, if you hear me ranting, that's not me being angry. That's me venting or having a temper tantrum. Being angry, I get quiet. Really quiet. Okay. I did too, Ross. If you saw the beginning, I was like, yeah. And 9 is still my favorite or second favorite soundtrack. Like, 9 has a banger of a soundtrack. Alright, now hit me, Rex. Where do you want me to go? Oh god, is the map really this big? Oh god. Let me get to a warp spot. Okay, Tower of the Dragon. I will be honest, I wouldn't actually be sure where to go right now. My mental to-do list requires things we don't have. We don't have the narrow thing, we don't have the mirror thing, and we don't have the ability to go underwater. I already did that, Giant's Lore. I mean, I don't have a perfect memory. I have a good memory, but not a perfect one. I don't think I want to install a Hydra device on my ship. No, I'm good, thanks. Hydra tech, Like, I don't know about you guys. I wouldn't trust that on my computer. I'm just saying. Okay, so that's gonna be, I guess, over here. Yeah. Aim tech? No. Wrong buttons. Oh. I thought that was my fairy. So I just walked right into her. I am smart. I have. I heard the Soten song. I was quite impressed. Seriously, I was amused. Monkeys. Monkeys. Honestly, medical tricorder. Oh, that's what's wrong with me. Yeah, I've noticed that, some chests respawn. I remember reading something about that. It's a way to ensure that you don't run out of certain resources and or money, I believe.
Take this! Gotcha!
The hell is attacking me?
Take this!
The light elemental. Interesting. Oh god, it's that thing again. Run! Run! Yeah, who's putting stuff back in these chests? Demon interns.
Why, you! Ow!
Yeah, I haven't run into another wall since Sengetsu, which is good. Oh, the Viscera cleanup crew. I mean, that would make sense. Why didn't I go this way last time? Okay. We'll come back to you. We'll come back to that. We'll put a pin in that, literally.
Why, you! Take this! Ow!
What level is my fairy up to? 13. Nice. I mean, the map is already like 3 positives. It's spread out a little bit, but it's there. The minimap, the map, the pins, and the customizable minimap are all nice big positives. Really? Okay. Alright, popping my knuckle. Another one. Huh. Not that I'm aware of, Crazy Horse. I'm trying to orient myself a little bit, because there's the place I've been at, and I'm not sure if I remember how to get there again. So this is this. Kind of oriented a little bit here. Over here. Oh, no, this is back here. I know where this is.
Answer my call!
See, that's funny. I was having issues at first, Yura, because it's a lot stiffer than Soten. But then again, that's probably because I literally just finished playing Soten. And Curse the Moat, which is also a very smooth game to play. We didn't explore this last time. Oh, no, we did. Never mind. Never mind. We did. We did. We can't really do anything here. Okay. Poison is doing 9 damage now instead of 5, so it's scaling off of something. Probably int, if I were to guess. Another wolf hood, wow.
Come! Take this!
Okay, so here's the door. And back and left across a series of gears, which is... came across last time. Just coming across these things. Across the gears.
Go! Take this!
Yeah, those potions are already way out of date. The good potions cost 5 times as much, and that means I can afford 0 right now. Interesting. I do like being able to attack while moving. Cogrum. Guess we're gonna have to find out at Von Falkenstein, because I'm not sure. That looks like a yes. While it's out, it does damage. I do not. Oh, never mind. I do actually have the sword expertise on. Ah! Interesting. Get up here this time. We couldn't last time. What's over here? And no. I think so, yeah, Von Falkenstein. Oh god. Let's not lose all that progress, shall we? Find me.
Gotcha.
Don't you throw lightsabers? Jedi should use blasters, but yes, no, this is kind of how they do ranged. It is sort of their shtick. Okay. I'm feeling I'm gonna get the moon boots at some point.
Gotcha.
I don't think it'll be coffee, no.
Take this!
Blaster stance.
Hi-ya!
Yeah, I can't argue that.
Take this!
How long is this freaking poison gonna last? Oh my god.
Scrumptious.
Yeah, sorry, we're doing the weapon fights next. Unfortunately, it's the FF14 version, so, you know.
Hi-ya! Gotcha! Ha!
I mean, if you think about it, wouldn't going through a castle be made a lot better by the inclusion of pizza? I'd say how much better would Castlevania be with pizza, but then I gotta remember that that's a real thing.
Take this! Ow! Hi-ya! Take this! Yeah! Ha! 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 Yeah!
I mean, I've heard several people prefer the parry setup. Whatever that actually is.
Tex Osseous!
What?
Tex Osseous! Tex Osseous! Gotcha!
Okay. Goes through walls, too. I gotta do that again. It's okay, I've got a red lightsaber and I shoot lightning. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I gotta do I have to do this stupid trick again. Oh my god. Let's explore what's down first. I love how much blood is on the walls, and you wouldn't even know it if not for the fact that you're looking for it. Because you set up the black blood effect.
Gotcha.
We already tried that, DZ Maven. It looked kinda weird. Here, I'll tell you what. We'll go Klingon for a bit. Just for you. See if you can spot the bloodstains. I don't agree with that, but okay. Oh wow, looks like they're still black, despite changing it. That's interesting. Did that... What? Oh yeah, you did. Whatever. Anyways, this is actually the rest of the stream. We're just going to be here on this stage forever. Probably about Wolfenstein. That might explain why the graphics options never changed either. At least enemies don't respawn, you know, on the same screen. That would be frustrating. Okay, so that's that. But I don't actually want that. I want that chest, which probably has nothing worthwhile in it. But you never know. That might be the treasure of the Sierra Madre, right there in that chest. I've got to do that. Got to get it.
Take this!
Third time the same thing has gotten me. Hey, there's some magenta. It could be the best weapon in the game. Anyway, so what keeps happening there is it's just eating inputs. Now, I'm actually pretty used to, you know, platforming games eating inputs, but usually when a platforming game eats inputs, it's specifically because there's too much crap on the screen, and the game is literally having trouble. What was that? And the game is having trouble rendering everything properly, so you literally clip through the collision box. I'm not sure what's happening here, although I am told this is the laggiest screen in the game. So maybe that's literally what's happening. I don't know. There you go. There's your magenta.
Gotcha.
Okay. even, excuse me, there's actually apparently an even laggier screen than this one. I only know about this one because a friend of mine who was playing through this game literally showed me how bad it was on this screen. It was pretty bad. He was having trouble just doing some of the basic jumps because of how laggy it was. It was a weapon. What do you know? It's a greatsword. It's a steampunk greatsword.
Yeah!
Interesting. I mean, 7 works visual input, but give me a second. Hey, I remember those enemies. From, you know, curse. Okay, that should hit on the rebound. Hey, Evo. What he said. Oh, goodness. Okay. Oh. Thank you very, very much, Visual Eminem. If you give me a moment, I will jot all that down. I noticed that, Crazy Nurse. Very strange. Hey, Zar. Okay, so Dragon Quest 4, Dragon Quest 11, and Dragon Quest 7. You got it. Thank you, as always. Here's an interesting question for you. Do you think this game will beat Soten? Because, I mean, that's the question, right? That's the game this is going directly up against, and for a very deliberate reason. Soten has its problems too. This will probably be a longer game than Soten, and it is going to get some. It is going to get some bonus positives for some of the extra features it has, because it's got a built-in randomizer. Which, how many games have a built-in randomizer? And the alternate you play as a boss mode is there too. Yeah, we won't beat this game today. I don't have any illusions about that. It has gotten better since we got out of early game hell. Absolutely.
Hi, Mir. So, what'll it be?
Wait, hang on. Bread! We can make bread!
I'll go with this. Great.
That's a good question, Crazimers. We'll see. Yeah, I'm nowhere. By now, we normally would have hit, like, at least the end of the normal. But I don't even think we're there.
Come back anytime.
And I'm sure there's going to be some inverted castle equivalent, because of course there is. Okay. Now we've locked in our progress. Now, see, I think the longest Castlevania I ever played was either Curse of Darkness, although I was trying to 100% everything. Or, I suppose, Lord of Shadows.
Gotcha.
If you even count that. Whee! And werewolf form. I know what you meant, DC Maven. That's why, honestly, Lord of Shadows doesn't really count, because even though it's Castlevania in the name, it's not a Castlevania game. It's a... It's not a war game. I don't know what to call that. That's true, Razor Horse. 2 without a guide. I mean... I've done it. While small, the creature I summoned was most assuredly a demon. I thought I was clutching at straws when I tried using the crystal as a medium, but what power! Distressing me, my small demon nearly devastated the guild before I could destroy it. Thought of a whole army crossing over sends chills up my spine. The demon we vanquished produced a red crystal. I'm calling this a shard, to differentiate it from the white crystal, but both are strange and fascinating. The crystal exhibits a kind of magnetic pull on the shard, suggesting it may be capable of binding with the shard's demonic power. But how do I make more of it? How do we summon and kill? Summon and kill. No and no, respectively, Czar. I'm not a big fan of anime in general, and I've been told that the series is rather bloody, which does not sound like my cup of tea. The Invisible Blade. Sounds like a perfect time to try out a new weapon. Let's try it. Oh my gosh. Interesting. Certainly hits hard. Might be just in the boss's face kind of a weapon. Oh, hello. The floor is lava. I have heard good things about the show, the Castlevania show. It's just not my thing. This thing feels shorter range than most swords. Ooh, level 2 lightning. Now we're playing FF13 2. Interesting. Oh god, look how we look with it. Look at us. Yeah, I saw the drop. I saw the drop. I'm quite curious how FF13 will review when we get there, because... we'll see. A Dulla Hammer head that has been refashioned into human armor, is what that said. No, I got the bookcase. Oh, wait, maybe I didn't get this. Sorry. Helm Splitter. Yeah, tactics... We were talking recently about a game that would have a massive gap between the story and the gameplay. That would be Arcanum. Tactics would be another one. Final Fantasy Tactics is going to have a gigantic gap between its story and its gameplay. Pretty much guaranteed. Interesting. That's a big enough defense boost that I think I'll take that. That feels like we just skipped a couple of defense ups, or upgrade tiers. The Tor gap was pretty damn big. But even something like... Ooh, that's a boss door. Even something like FF14 did have a pretty decent gameplay score. It just had a colossally huger story score. Yeah, I never had the materials for the craft armor, so I just walked away from it. I'm also idly curious how necessary crafting is. Partially because I'm gauging how necessary grinding is, which is always something I need to capture. So I know certain of my viewers will find this very hackling, but I don't think WoW's going to have that big of a gap at all. WoW has a very good story, it's just not in the sense that most people really think of it. And the gameplay is going to stop. Good gameplay but bad story? Yeah, like tons. That's pretty common. Honestly. Good gameplay and bad story, and good story and bad gameplay are actually more common than you think. It's one of the biggest reasons why games that have good both tend to top the list. Is this Woo? It's Woo! But he's not happy to be here. We found the twin dragons.
Scrumptious.
Our luck just went up. Yay! Have we been scratching the paint on this thing? I really wish I could see its health bar. Can't even tell if they have 2 health bars or 1.
Scrumptious. Scrumptious.
wonder how close we got. Where are those goggles, Crazy North? Because that's just irritating. I don't know if he was at 90% health or 2%. Thank you, Deathrius. I am not settled in at all, but thank you for saying that. I have not Visual Eminem. I, in fact, have not played FF6 since the last time I played it on stream, which was several years ago. On purpose, I should mention. Well, we'll be playing the remaster, which has a few quality of life features that remove some negatives and add some positives. I think Metroid Prime's going to score pretty damn well. Anyways, so Felsteel, Arbiter's Mark, FF Pixel Master, but I will not put that towards the Dragon Age block. That has been funded. So if you want to put it there towards something else, Deathrius, please let me know. So is this one of those bosses that has a hit counter instead of a HP bar? I'm just curious. I love making our scarf whirl in the wind as we do that. And thank you, Commander Conquer, while we watch this unskippable cutscene. Always appreciate. I suppose you know the question. If you want to put that towards something, please let me know. Up to 3 things. Ram.
Take this!
After the boss fight, you got it.
Gotcha.
Dodge that attack. I hate this attack. This is way more irritating to dodge than it looks like it should be. Like, the concept's pretty basic, but those hurt boxes are insane and move very quickly. Winding up for an attack. I would agree with that, Dakota. Honestly, I've been more impressed with the Curse of the Moon bosses than the ones in here so far. Okay. Hi. I'm just gonna be here. I don't know what's happening. Current works as our... Yeah, so anyways, let me adjust that. Add that to Pokemon Valley. Yeah, I think he shoved me through the terrain. Well, hang on, let's get back up to the boss. The boss... Oh my god, he doesn't have a back. He doesn't have a back. Look, there's nothing back here. The tail just ends at a certain point. Does he have collision back here? He does. Oh my god. I can hit him, but he cannot hit me back here. Oh, you know what? I'll take it. Cheese it! I mean, that's the trick, right? You get behind their hind legs and you just attack where they can't really get you. Right That's just what we're doing. We're just using good tactics, that's all. I mean, it's no giant killing himself by ripping off his leg, but I'll take it. I think we're supposed to be up. A winner is us. Oh, that costs a lot of mana. That costs a lot of mana and has like crap range. Oh, I'm never using that. Jesus. Give me my lightning that tracks through the walls, please. Okay, so let's jot these down here. First of all, do me a favor, just for my paperwork's sake, Cycloud. Hit refresh, and there's probably going to be a button that shows up at the right where your chat window is, and it's like, hey, share this. Yeah, that button. That's the one. That's the one. Yes, Crazy Norse. So, early Castlevania block. Dragon Quest 4. And Crusader of Senti, which I do believe we did actually get in. Yes, we did. I forget where, but we figured out a place to buy it. I don't remember where it was. Either way, thank you very much, Cycloud. And let me write down Command & Conquers now. Okay, I should put a thing here. Yeah, that's for FF16, FF7 through 12 audit, and Age of Empires block. You got it. Thank you very, very much. I'm going to put a timestamp here. Mr. Red, if you're looking at this timestamp, it was a bit ago during the boss fight when we glitched through the ground. So I'm going to assume it wants us to go down after all that. I'm honestly just guessing. Oh, by the way, I have definitive proof that this is faster now than walking. As if I didn't already know, just from my own eyes. Because your walking speed was the speed the dragons were moving. But you go faster than dragons if you did the dash thing. So, yay, speed. I don't remember where we found we could get Crusader of Senti. It wasn't a physical copy, it was something else. I need to... Ooh, a bromide. Insert Chrono Trigger reference here. We're walking. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing the duck dash cancel right here. This is me just dashing. Notice how much slower it is. That's right, the Switch Online thing. That's what it was. That's why I didn't bother to buy it, because I can't. Okay, so what does the game want me to do here? Like, what am I supposed to be doing here? We beat the boss. We have the flamethrower. But we were kind of in the wrong place when we killed the boss. That is the real question. Because we may have bugged out the game. I don't know what the game actually wants of me next. Some blood. Gotta get your bloodstains. What's that, Ross? Vetoed. Vetoed. Okay. This game probably has some, intended go faster tech. I just haven't found it yet. What's wrong with Echo? The machine. The machine alone is reason enough to veto that game for a review. There are other issues with that game. You can look up interviews of the developers of the game in order to learn why. But really, the machine is why that's vetoed. I've never played Tides of Time. I don't know anything about it. I walked away from the machine. Yeah, where do I go next? Because I feel like I should be getting some kind of direction, and I don't have any. Because the boss glitched. The machine really is that bad, no joke. It actually is, unironically and unjokingly, really, really bad. Just in case, I'm gonna start saving down here. The machine, oh god, okay, so a bare minimum from memory of 3 negatives for controls, unique to the machine, 3 negatives for total lack of mid-mission checkpoints in a lengthy auto-scroller, 3 negatives for... how do I even put this? The gotcha nonsense of the level design. And then we've got the terrible music, if you could even call it that. And then you've got the visuals, which are honestly distracting and get irritating to even look at for long periods of time. Then we get into the hurt box problem. And all of that makes that last bit just the worst. Okay, the boss apparently broke something. Where are we? Okay. The machine... Oh god, I was about to be pissed. The machine might actually contest the Infinity Dungeon for the worst last level I've ever seen in video gaming. And thank you very much, Warp Car Super Turbo Ultra Warp Battle. Oh, okay. Ooh, really had to stretch my back on that one. I'm not being hyperbolic, by the way. You notice I'm not using a joking tone or anything. The machine really is gutter trash. It is buggy, untested, crude, cruel junk. It's just... I have seen speedrunners who speedrun Echo die repeatedly to the machine during the run, because that's just kind of how that works. Anyways, thank you, Warpcore. I will not actually bow. Super mega bow! There we go. Okay, and we will put that towards... So, real talk, when you said no bowing, what I actually read was no bowling. And I'll put that towards Ace Combat 5, FTL, the Terran Gambit. I remember that too, Cycloud. Command & Conquer 2, thank you very, very much for your support. Again, I suppose you know where you want those to go. Okay, so that's going towards the B RPG block. I did Crazy Norse, yes. And AC Valhalla. You got it. But yes, I do have the bromide. I was like, how do I get a hold of a legal copy of Tides of Time at this point? Okay, so this is all Crazy Norse's fault when this explodes in a minute. Okay, everyone remember that. And no, to answer you, Zara, there's no forwards fast movement, at least not that I have yet.
I found the materials you need.
Then let's make some photographs.
Relax.
You look too serious.
It's not easy to smile on command, you know.
That's true. I know several people who have these kind of terrible generic smiles when they smile on camera. Including me. I have to force myself to think of something funny when someone's taking a picture.
Well, do your best and hold still. Don't move a muscle until I tell you. And you can breathe now.
Finally.
All finished. You can move around if you want.
Whew.
Here you are. One photograph. Keep it as a memento.
You know, they're posed differently, but I think these two people have the same mesh. Which I know is a weird complaint to even mention. It's not really a complaint, I'm not giving a negative for it, but it's kind of weird because it means that their body types are effectively identical, which would explain a lot about their appearances.
It looks exactly like me. How strange.
So anyways, now that we did that...
I have something new to offer you. What are you looking to buy?
Nothing, apparently. Yep, still doesn't have it. Okay.
What are you looking to buy?
Well, let's buy a high potion.
Is this right? Then we have a deal.
See you around, Dakota. Have a good one.
Thanks. Thank you.
I mean, Nintendo does like to drip feed, which I get why they do that. There's actually a real and good reason to drip feed. But usually that has to do with more like a long-form content thing, not a access to video games thing, you know?
Are you eating properly? What are we transmuting this time?
Well, nothing, apparently.
Pace yourself out there.
17 minutes. Jesus. Telling you. Next spring, Emerald Chaos. I've said it before, I'll say it again. That's when this is happening. Okay. So, killing that boss was neat and all, but it didn't get me anything. It's just me being smug for 2 hours. Yes, yes, yes. And I just pour peanut butter M&Ms down my throat. And then it's this whole stream. It's just me doing that for 2 hours. I did get a photo. Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. Let's see. Was there a crazy enough? Let's do this. I would... It depends on your situation, Dark Prince Roman, but actually, if I'm being honest, it also depends on Nintendo. If they are correct, if Nintendo has a brain, the Switch 2, Switch Harder will have backwards compatibility with the Switch. And I mean this with total sincerity. It really should. Not just from, like, a player perspective or a customer perspective, but literally from a financial perspective. They would be shooting themselves in the foot if it didn't. So the reason this is relevant is if the Switch 2 has backwards compatibility, I would formally suggest holding off on buying the Switch. Exactly, Ross. I mean, honestly, one of the reasons why the Game Boy games for so long had that kind of backwards compatibility was because the handheld market was so strong, like bonkers strong, that it was the only thing they could do economically. Like, look up the sales figures of the DS sometimes. They're insane. Okay, so we're down here now. Oh, right. I know a place we can go. There is actually one place we could go that we haven't been yet. Literally one. That I remember. But no, really, do yourself a favor. Look up the DS sales figure sometimes. It is insanity how well that system sold.
Fight you!
It has been argued that one of the only reasons the 3DS took off at all was because it could play DS games. I believe the DS has... my figures are a little out of date, but last I checked, the DS had outsold everything except for one console. The PS2. And as much as that hackles me a little bit, I'm not going to lie, it makes perfect sense. And you're probably thinking, oh, it's because the PS2 was an excellent console. No. The reason the PS2 sold that well, and will probably never be surpassed, is because it was a DVD player. In an era where that was a thing. That was a big deal. And yeah, the PS2 was also backwards compatible, by the way. So, PS2, yeah, it was an early, cheap DVD player, and it was backwards compatible to PS1, which was already doing well for itself, because that was when gaming was starting to become mainstream and get popular appeal. And the PS2 library. Yeah, of course the PS2 is going to be the best-selling console of all time. I really don't think we will ever see a console that surpasses the PS2. If we do, it'll just because there's literally that many more people playing video games than there used to be. Okay. Maybe it might be a friendly, but no, it's the bunny girl from Curse again. Yeah, I used my PS2 to play PS1 games for years. Mostly because my PS1 died, but, you know, it's still valid. There's a dog, there's a puppy. Who's a puppy? Who's a puppy trying to eat me? I mean, the Switch has been going pretty hard. There's a reason they call it the Switch bump. Uh-oh. Bunny girl! Wait, what? Yeah, the Wii sold bonkers well. That one's kind of a unique one. But really, the reason the Wii sold so well was because it came out at exactly the right time. And I know this is going to sound like a joke, but I mean this with sincerity. Because of Wii bowling. Well, we're a bunny girl now. Looks like I have no things. Yeah, no, the N64... The N64 certainly didn't do badly, but it kind of got crushed by the competition. Which is funny, because then the GameCube didn't do super great either. But then the Wii did bonkers well for all the wrong reasons. And then the Wii U finally started getting some really good games, and did very poorly for all the wrong reasons. Like, it's a wild ride watching Nintendo sales. Train. The door's locked by a machine. Is something required to pass through? Well, okay. Yeah, the PSP is interesting because the PSP should have flopped, to be blunt. It didn't, but it really should have. to explain a little bit, when Sony put out the PSP, it wasn't actually as a gaming handheld. It was as a movie viewer. You remember that? Do you remember when PSP movies were lining the shelves in stores and, well, they all sucked because they were expensive DVDs that you could only watch on a screen about this big on a short battery life? It sucked. It completely sucked. But that was the initial thing. That was the initial push. Was to go that angle with it. Was the movie player. And then they're like, oh yeah, we also had games on it. And the games took off because a lot of developers really liked the idea of a handheld with more processing power. Because the biggest flaw of the DS was its processing power was pretty crap. So they were like, yeah, no. And so we got a lot of really good games on the PSP. Yeah, the PSP was very close to a PS2 handheld. And people were kind of blown away by that. Yeah, I myself bought FF7 and 8 and 9 on the PSP. Because, of course, I frickin' did. I played them, too, quite a bit. Okay, so that's the underwater section. That requires something I don't have. That requires something I don't have. I don't have the dash person, which is what I need to go up here. I don't know what that is, and this requires the key. Okay, it changed quite a bit, actually, Ross. That's why we'll be reviewing the PSP version specifically. Aside from the substantially improved localization, which is obviously important in a story-heavy game like that, it added the... normally I would say anime cutscenes, but actually no, it's their own style. And it did a few rebalancing things, added a new post-dungeon, added a whole new class. Excuse me, 2 new classes. It was just 1. Whatever. It added stuff. It was a bunch of stuff. It was a remaster. It did not, Ross, no. But it made the story better. And sometimes that's all we can hope for. Then there was the Vita. Talk about a console that was left out in the dry to die. Jesus. It's a damn shame because the Vita was functionally a better console, or a better handheld in any way than any of the competition. It's a great handheld. If only it had a library to actually support that. Okay, so they broke that, so I can go here. I mean, the Game Boy was a game changer. No pun intended. Like, the mere fact that you could play a video game handheld Despite all the irritations that came with the gameplay, with the lighting, with the battery life, with the terrible little speaker on it, it was a mobile game. The very, very first. Well, that's not true. The first one that was worth a damn. And the first one that got popular appeal. Because there was actually mobile gaming before that, and they kind of sucked. Yeah, I already got the bromide. Okay. Hang on, let's try this. I have an idea. I do remember the Game Boy printer. Only because of Link's Awakening, though. Yeah, I was gonna say, you remember mobile games before Game Boy, right? Like the Tiger crap. I do. My biggest memory at the time was, wow, this is so incredible. Wait, this sucks. I'm not joking. That was exactly what went through young me's head at the time. This is it? Hey, J. Palmer.
Remember, not to rely too heavily on the shard. What are you looking to buy? Thank you. I'll be here.
Snake on the Nokia. I remember that. I had Snake on my own old phone, too. You know, my non-smartphone. That was a thing.
It's good to see you. So, what'll it be?
We can make a bunny scarf. Can't. The library.
Stop back often.
Yes, I currently have the luck book equipped. And I have the double jump, obviously. Yeah, I can never predict who's going to show up for what runs. I figured Soten would draw a bigger crowd, but we didn't have that many people for Soten. I'm thinking about getting that lightning ring, but I'll hold off it for now. Much as I do like doing that. I would not be surprised, Ross. We're going to have to speechify. We're going to have to talk about how vanilla is the worst thing in the history of the ever. And then I'll lose all my viewers because they all are here waiting for me to, you know, lick the boots of vanilla. I'm only slightly kidding.
Gotcha.
I'm about to Google it, true to form. So, by all means, where do I go next? I do not have any idea what the game wants from me next. I have zero idea. Go talk to OD. Okay. Oh god, where the hell was he? There he is. Okay. Look, I just want to shoot lightning bolts that home in on my enemies. Is that so much to ask? I don't think anything will surpass Halo. Not unless I actually become bigger, just in general. You know? Which, honestly, I'm probably never going to. I am more likely to conquer the world.
OD, you seem to know a lot.
Hmm?
How does one board the train here in the castle?
That old thing. Why would you want to?
Because?
You need credentials to pass through the station gate. I could give you mine,
Really?
but the credentials must carry your photograph in order to be valid.
My what?
Ah, that's right. Your kind hasn't invented photography yet. But if anyone has come close, it would be the church. If you know any men or women of the cloth, they may be able to help you.
Oh, a photograph! I have one of those!
Well now, misprepared. Here you are, your very own credentials.
Thank you, OD.
I will be completely honest, that would have never occurred to me to talk to him about that. Just gonna mention that and move on. He's probably still faster. Oh god, what do you want me to watch me die over and over, Ross? You remember I suck at Mario Brothers 1, right? Well, fair enough, but I suck at the Mario Brothers 1. I am quite unashamed of that. 2? Sure. 3? A little rough, but I got that. Mario World? I could speedrun the crap out of that. Yoshi's Island? No problem. Mario 1? Ugh. Death, 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 death.
Ow! Ah! Take this!
Oh god, I am not looking forward to Lost Levels. You probably don't remember this, but Lost Levels was originally not part of that block. And that's why. I'll talk about this when we get there, but I've never beaten Lost Levels. Now, in my defense, I've never tried. But still, this will be a first. Lost Levels, well, you'll see. Because you'll be there for it, right, Mr. Red? But, okay, for real. Have you ever seen people do that thing where they, fan patches or fan levels that are just ridiculously harder than the actual vanilla game? And that's the point. It's just, you know, hey, it's a Doom wad that has 15,000 spider demons in the first room. That's Lost Levels. Now, that's, in the interest of fairness, it's not as bad as what you're picturing, because this was the 80s, but it's still the same concept. Yeah, the Mario Maker levels, exactly. That's I had to clarify Emerald Chaos, but it's still true. Lost Levels was effectively the beginning of the Kaizo concept.
Wait, I didn't come here to fight.
Then you should not have come at all. But our clash may have to wait.
Oh, this train.
You catch on quickly.
What? She didn't say anything.
I have business further ahead. But I find myself at odds with the powerful witchery driving these carriages.
Surely nothing a man of your ability cannot handle.
I already conducted a search inside. But there is an area I cannot pass because of the sorcery it requires.
Ah. Well, it just so happens I have business ahead as well. Does this mean we have a truce?
For now. What?
What? What? Oh, okay, okay. I'm not questioning anything. Yep, it's time to suplex a trade.
Take this!
He just slowly backs out of range of the thing. I mean, I have Ross, and we'll be trying to do that for the review, because obviously we want to show up all the levels, but I don't blame you.
Take this!
Miriam, get on this train.
I thought he said train, not chain.
Tex Osseous! Tex Osseous! Take this! Osseous! Tex Osseous!
Hang on, we gotta text Arceus some more.
Osseous!
That's a level 3 Teps Arceus now. Wait, what?
Tex Osseous!
Oh, I'm out of mana. Yeah, we turned the voices off earlier, because Warg.
Miriam, get on this train.
Of course, it's an upgrade I will never care about or use, but yeah, 100%, 100%. They've really thrown a lot of ammo upgrades at me. It's kind of weird.
Miriam, get this open.
You know, I just realized something. The bunny girls are the same model as we are, too. Which makes sense, because you can morph into them. But 3 of the major female models all being the same model. Same mesh. What, you don't like bunny girls, even? Who are demons who are trying to kill you? God, potions are already just completely useless. Contact damage. Something that should go away, but it's not bad game design, it's just something that should go away. Boss time.
I will cut down.
What in the world? Oh, never mind. It's Coleman. Who has a new ability. Ow.
Nice try. Stay behind.
Yeah, thanks, Dragon Quest. Appreciate you. This is not what I pictured this thing looking like when I played Curse of the Moon 1, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, so far I've been liking the NES versions better across the board.
Stay behind. Edgy.
Let's eat some chocolate cake.
Scrumptious.
Not what I would usually call crunch up chocolate cake, but that's whatever. It's okay, we had 13 seconds to spare. We're fine, everything's fine.
You have my thanks.
Save your thanks. I didn't do it for you.
Just, Miriam.
Fine. But I owe you all the same. You are a fierce one, Shardbinder Miriam.
I don't know, Brazen Horse. Honestly, so far I'm thinking a negative for at least 2 of the characters. And I should jot that down before I forget about It's funny you say that, Crazy Horse, because you're totally right. Except for Super Metroid, and Metroid Prime, and Metroid Prime 2, and Metroid Prime 3, and Metroid Dread, and... I'm sorry. It's something we'll talk about when we get to the Metroid block. Story has been a thing in the Metroid series since Super, right? Like it's been a focus of the series since Super. It's just they don't do it in the typical way. They don't do it in the here's tons and tons of focus and cutscenes and dialogue. Instead, all of the storytelling is done through the level design and through the presentation. And let's call it what it is. The Dark Souls method. I find that all funny because the main creator of the Metroid series, yeah, exactly, Hollow Knight is a perfect example of this. The main creator of the Metroid series was like, I really, really want to do a story-focused Metroid. And the mere fact that he was willing to say that sentence proves how wrong he was before he even started making Metroid Other M. Which, as a fresh reminder, was, for all intents and purposes, made by Nintendo and that team, not Ninja Theory. I've talked about this before. Other M was actually dictated to them in several ways. Yeah, meanwhile, Metroid Dread is just story. Gotcha, Dread. I love Dread so much. I want an excuse to replay Dread someday. I don't know how I'll come up with that. Maybe I'll ask the kiddo if she wants to play it sometime, because, oh my god, it's so awesome. Anyway, sorry. Excuse me. That's right, we should make a Metroid block. But we already did that. We've already reviewed Dread, so we can't re-review it. I mean, Dread is going to do better than Super in several ways, notably control and visuals. But if I'm being completely honest, Super does a lot of the same things right that Dread does. Super has really good level design. Some of the best level design I've ever seen in a Metroidvania. Stuff that I'll be showing off when we get there. That's the kind of, you know, you never think about it, but holy crap, that's just incredibly well designed kind of stuff. Like, Super is extraordinarily well designed. Yeah, it's near perfect level design. Literally the only level design negative I can think of to Super is that damn glass hallway. I can't get the word. The glass tube. The glass tube. It's the only thing that Super gets wrong in its level design.
Gotcha!
Go! Die!
And it is funny, because Super funnels you really hard early, too.
Take this!
But it also opens up much sooner than Dread did, relatively speaking. Super opens up pretty much the moment you kill Kraid. Real talk, Crazy Horse? Luck. Think about the development teams, because there were several, including Deer Force, who worked on Super Metroid and had already cut their teeth on several other like games, had basically invented the genre with Metroid. And it was the Super era, and for those of you who don't remember, the Super Nintendo era was when video gaming kicked it into high gear. There's a reason why so many of the games that came out on the SNES and the Genesis are really, really, really good now, even to this very day. And it's specifically because of the fact that a lot of the people working for that era had already been experienced and were trying really hard and had a huge passion and interest in pushing gaming much further, really trying to reach the limits of what video games could be. And they had the backing and the experience and blah, 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 blah. So you kind of had this perfect storm of game development. It's why so many games rock from that era. And then, of course, everything got a reset with 3D era and blah, blah, blah. You've heard me talk about that before. But the point is, I think that's why Super nailed it, because Super was in that perfect storm era. You know, why do I think FF6 and Chrono Trigger are some of the best RPGs ever made? Because they were in that era. Why do I think Mega Man X1 is still the best Mega Man, the third best Mega Man game I've ever played? Because it was in that era. You know, why do I think that Link to the Past holds up today? Why do I think that Super Mario World is still one of the best tutorialized games ever made? Why do I think that Yoshi's Island has brilliant level design and visual storytelling and wonderful aesthetic style and blah, 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 blah. I could go down the list of games that just freaking nailed it. And all of them came out in that slice of gaming history right there. Games that weren't just good then, but are good now. That's the really key part. The Underground Sorcery Lab. You have to say that every time. Just checking. And I know my own Genesis experience just isn't the same. Whoa there. Whoa there, dog. Whoa there, puppy. But I mean, there's a reason that Sonic became its own successful genre. Well, no, I could say genre, because Sonic games are a subgenre of platformers. They're their own thing. Memorization platformers is what those are called. And if that sounds weird, think about it for a second.
Ow! Ow! Take this! Ah!
And yeah, I've heard really good things about the Phantasy Star series. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. Like I said, I wasn't a Genesis person. I'm not.
Oh, Miriam.
How did you get here?
Dominique, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Looking for Zangetsu. Have you seen him?
What is that pose?
Yes. We fought together aboard the train. Perhaps I misjudged his intentions.
What? Zangetsu was with you. But that's...
Is something wrong?
I asked him to go to the underground sands, but he must have chosen to disregard that request. If you see him again, would you ask him to report back to me?
All right.
You're not going to ask her what she's doing in this underground sorcery lab?
Alfred could spring a trap on any one of us at any time. I hope Zangetsu gets his priorities straight. Thank you, Miriam, and stay safe.
But do I think Sonic is important for the development of speedrunners? Not that important. There's actually 2 games specifically that really pushed speedrunning. And there are 2 games that really pushed tassing. And they're probably not the games you're thinking. Speedrunning was pushed by Quake and Metroid Prime 1. And tassing was pushed by Mega Man 1 and Super Mario Bros. 2. I know those sound like strange picks, and I agree with you, but those were the games that really started the pebble rolling down the hill, right? Those are the things that really started getting the snowball rolling. And because those communities started having their own forums and comparing times and developing, their own runs and their own tech, and then it kind of expanded from there and expanded from there and expanded from there. And that's really the origins of speedrunning as it is in the modern sense, is those 4 games. It's weird to think about, but there it is. And that being said, running games quickly, which is kind of a separate concept, that's been around for a while.
Take this!
That's been around since the arcade era. That's one of the reasons why NES games would have concepts like rewarding you for doing certain things quickly, like Metroid 1. And again, near as I can tell, and I have looked into this, the reason those games in particular were picked is completely random chance. That's it. That's the big secret reason. Someone somewhere said, it'd be cool if we could compare times about Quake, and then made a forum about it. That was kind of the beginning of that, That looks like a boss. Oh man, if I could have any arcade game in my house with infinite quarters. Ooh, let me think about that for a minute. Days and weeks have gone by, but despite my many attempts to cultivate more crystal, the only way I've successfully proliferated with it is the original homunculus subject. I've tried transplanting the crystal into a similar subject, yielding the same pitiable results. I must be failing to remember something. The crystal proliferates across my subject's bodies like a corruption, but the process is far too slow. To amass enough crystal to summon Baal, as my superiors have asked, would take centuries. When I first discovered the crystal, it grew more quickly. How do I reproduce that? How? What am I doing wrong? I mean, I believe you, Crazy Norse. Secretly, I don't believe you, but that's okay. Would I consider arcade games pay to win? No. Arcade games are kind of their own thing, but the very psychological philosophy behind an arcade game is different. Excuse me, behind a good arcade game is different than pay to win and mobage and all that crap. Pay to win and mobage and pay to wait and getting impaled with a golden shard. Resist poison. That's just a passive now. Huh. All of those are... There's a manipulative element built into it. Now, obviously, that's true for some arcade games. Those frickin' racing games come to mind. For most of the traditional arcade games, like the Gunners or the fighting games, or the beat-em-ups and all that stuff, obviously they were hard and they wanted you to die, but they weren't designed around that in the strictest sense of the word. The mentality of the game wasn't you pay money to keep playing the game. The mentality was you pay money to access the game, which I know sounds very, very similar, but it's a completely different approach. Obviously, this is a terrible comparison, but let me put it to you this way. You ever heard the argument that, oh, well, it's not a pay-to-win game because you can earn all the stuff in-game? Except what you have to do in order to accomplish that is to spend hours and hours and hours of your life grinding away at mindless, stupid crap in order to earn it. Or worse, you only get so many amounts per day, and then you have to wait till the next day to do a few more things, then wait till the next day to do more things. Just basically making the whole process as arduous and irritating as possible. By contrast, in the arcade games, the same argument could be leveled, but it's from a completely different angle. In the arcade games, you can beat most arcade games with 1 quarter. There's no grind. Instead, it's all about skill and being capable of either memorizing or having the reflexes to defeat the specific thing. Note that I'm only referring to good arcade games, but you get the idea. The Simpsons arcade game or Battletoads. Battletoads is a bad example. Killer Instinct, Street Fighter, frickin' House of the Dead. All of those games, if you knew what you were doing and you could keep it up, you could go through the entire game on 1 quarter. And that's the point. It's not something you have to grind out and be ground down in order to get another quarter. It's something that they want you to get better at and enjoy the game, and they need to make money, so they charge you for the process. You are paying for slivers of the game at a time, as opposed to paying for the opportunity to play the game. And that's the other big contrast, is because you can't walk down to TMNT, the arcade game, and play it without putting a quarter in. You do have to pay for that game. But in a Mobage game, they want you to play without paying money, because then you are psychologically tricked into thinking that you're playing for free, and you're easier to trick then later on into actually spending money on it. You see what I mean? It's very, very similar, but the angle is different, and it changes the flavor of it and the impact of it, in my opinion. I didn't mind the arcade system, by the way. With good arcades, I have to keep prefacing that, because there were bullcrap arcade games, let's be clear. There were arcade games that were designed to vacuum quarters out of you, and those can go straight to hell. But good arcade games, those were awesome.
I move so fast.
Looks like we're going to get the dash ability finally. And he's a guitar guy. Okay.
I move so fast.
Take this!
Oh god, oh god. Yes, please keep attacking where I definitely am over there.
Take this!
I used to spend a lot of time in the arcades. Oh yeah, and one last thought on the arcade environment. I wasn't super rich as a kid. I was well off. I don't want to say like I was poor. But my point is, I was given X amount of money, and I had X amount of time. Now, that time was happening regardless. We were at the arcades for several hours. If I run out of quarters in 10 minutes, sucks to be me. I've got an hour and a half to stand there and do nothing. So I was kind of naturally inclined to learn how to get good at most of those games, specifically because I wanted to stretch out those quarters, and I got very good at doing that. I did actually live in Ruth, although not very often. My beat-em-up game was more along the lines of... My beat-em-up game was more along the lines of TMNT, X-Men, and Simpsons. Those are the 3 big beat-em-ups for me.
Scrumptious.
I'm gonna go ahead and pop and chop the pig.
I move so fast, you won't even see me. How long can you keep this up?
Longer than you, buddy.
Gotcha.
Although I am about to die.
I move so fast, you won't even see me.
Magenta blood, actually. It's an option. Yeah, we can change it if it's bothering you. Let's see. Let's make his blood yellow. And let's pop up pizza.
Take this! Ow! Gotcha!
Yes, I'm calling it after boss fight. Yes, he's pissing himself. I really wish I could see his health.
This! Who are you calling slow? Huh?
I hope you enjoy it, Juju's. Interesting. I have not tried Hexia. I actually own it, but I've never actually played it. Hey, never gamble on your first day in Vegas. The good casinos will know it's your first day and will adjust your odds accordingly. The other casinos will not give a damn, and you'll lose all your money. Okay. So now we've got a few more options opened up. I want to poke a little bit, just to see if we unlock, like, a shortcut thing here or something. Yeah, I don't gamble. In general, but especially in Vegas. I just know too much about how it operates to really get into that. And also, I don't find any enjoyment in it. I know some people do. No judgment. But not a thing for me. Okay, so this does not look like a shortcut.
Ow!
Looks like a help up.
Why you?
Ah! I don't think it really matters for Hexia, but by memory, Seasons was the worst game, so I would start with Seasons. That's from memory. Last time I played them was for the rooms 7 years ago. So it's been a minute. Yeah, we need to go summon the doggy.
Why you?
Oh yeah, speaking of which, let's set up a shortcut for this mode. So we've got... Actually, yeah, let's do this. Yes, this will be our navigation setup. Crafter, Redirector Way, and the Kung Fu Shoes. Correct, Ross. That way I can play them with the Joy-Cons. Ooh, did you share pictures, Bregman? And then we've got Beast Guardian, although actually... We could be Bunny Morphosis, but no. Flying Edge. I will say this: if you ever go to visit Vegas, this is real advice. I've been in and out of Vegas since I was 3. Okay, a lot of my family had lived there and retired there since before I was born. So, real advice: you're going to Vegas. Avoid the big name casinos, you know, like the Luxor and the Caesars and all that, unless you're going there for something specific. But my point is, just don't do those casinos in general. Yeah, don't do the Bellagio. if you want to gamble, do one of the side casinos that's a little bit more interested in you, and therefore is more inclined to give you free stuff and to keep you happy. Even though that is a manipulative trick, it is still something that means that they'll be taking better care of you. The big casinos don't give a damn about you. They've got their customers. Yeah, go to the medium places. There used to be this great place called Boathouse, I want to say, something like that. It has unfortunately since shut down. The M is a place I can recommend. But if you're going to the big places, what you're going there for is for the food. There are the really, really good food places in Vegas, and oh my god. So, go to the big places for their buffets. They are expensive, and trust me when I say they are worth it. I honestly recommend you actually prep for it. Like, don't eat that much. You know, get a hunger going. You know, spend some time roaming around, seeing the sights, and enjoying whatever it is you want to enjoy. And then you go hit the buffet, because those buffets are legit. Even the medium places, like the places I just mentioned, still have very good buffets. But there's this one buffet in particular that I can highly recommend. Give me a second. I think it's in Caesars. Give me a second, because I know I just... Yeah, it is. The Bacchanal, which I know I'm pronouncing wrong, and I don't care. It's the Bacchus one, right? The Bacchanal buffet is probably one of the best buffets in the country. It's a little pricey, not gonna lie to you. So you probably only want to go there once. But, oh my god, that place is so good. Yeah, it's like $70. I honestly recommend, if you're ever even vaguely interested, go to YouTube. Here, I'll spell it out in chat. Give me a second. Here, so this is how you spell it. And there are several YouTube videos of people just perusing the lines. And some of them are no commentary ones. Those are the ones you actually want. You just want to watch someone run down the lines with the camera. Holy crap. It is very worth it. Anyways. See, ironically, speaking as someone who also has zero interest in gambling, I'll probably go to Vegas at least once more, probably twice more in my life, because I want to take friends and family who have never gotten to experience the food, which is really, really, really good food. Yeah, Vegas, so the gambling... This is getting a little off topic, but we're at the end of the stream anyways. Vegas, oh, I'm not going there for family. Vegas is... The gambling market is shrinking steadily in Vegas. The reason why is hard to explain, but it's basically the fact that here in the States, the World War II generation, and then the generation after that, and the generation after that, we're all pretty well off, all things considered, financially, thanks to a huge number of circumstances I don't feel like going into. Okay, just trust me when I say, they were better off than we are. That has already kind of dipped away. That financial market has died pretty much ever since Reagan, actually. And so from Reagan onwards, people just do not actually have the same kind of financial means that people used to. Now, again, I'm trying not to get polemic. There's a lot of reasons for this. None of this is debatable, by the way. This is all proven fact. But the reason this is relevant is because those generations, those are the people who are keeping the gambling market of Vegas, specifically, alive. Those people retired there. Those people settled there. They gamble for fun. And they had their fun, and they've been having their fun, and they're slowly dying. Not like in the horrible way, just because of age. And so a huge amount of that market is just trickling away bit by bit. Now, if you've been paying attention, a lot of the major players, the stakeholders who run and own Vegas casinos, have already and have long since been diversifying into all kinds of other things. That's one of the reasons why you can go to Vegas and get a whole lot of other things. Vegas is fine. The difference is that I can't believe I'm saying this, they're being smart about it. They're doing what governments should do. They're seeing trends coming, being prepped and having a plan in advance, and then working towards shifting towards other markets and other ideas in order to adapt to the new environment. You know, what most people should, Davey. Yeah, it's becoming much... this has been happening my whole lifetime. And that's just the last 40 years. Vegas has been drifting a lot more into tourism over the last several years. It's one of the reasons why you'll see it's a place that you can take your kids. And if that doesn't sound weird, then you don't remember what Vegas was like in the 80s, right? Remember, yeah, there's literally pro sports teams that they've been trying to court, and they're trying to push very hard into getting the Vegas identity thing going, all sorts of other fun stuff. So, I mentioned the kid thing. This is actually funny. You might think that Vegas is the kind of place that wouldn't be safe for children, and you'd be extremely wrong. Now, proviso, there's obviously always going to be places in any city that's not safe for kids. But if you're in one of the medium or large casinos, and you're a kid, you're pretty safe, all things considered. The reason why is because no casino wants the bad press of something bad happening to a child in their casino. So most of their staff are prepped and ready to deal with everything. The cameras will notice that kid. If there's a lost kid somewhere roaming around, they will have someone on that in minutes, if not seconds, in the more ideal cases. And if something happens to a child... What? Whatever. They will notice immediately. And they will be on it immediately. And it's funny because they're not doing it because they're good people. They're doing it because they have a very vested... Yes? Financial... Yes? Hello? They have a very invested financial interest in making sure that people continue to feel safe in their casinos. Hello? Hi, baby. Oh, thank you. You just gave me my sushi. Here you go, you can have it back. Oh, you want the other one? Okay. Thank you. She's just giving me plushies, is what she's doing. But yeah, she would be safe in Vegas, and I mean that with legitimate sincerity in the big and the medium casinos. Because again, they really want to make sure that place is safe for kids. They want families to show up, and they want families...
Which means if they see a small child like this running around, there's probably going to be 5 of them that pick her up and start running around looking for the anxious mama that's hunting her.
Exactly. She's exactly right. This has literally happened to me, ignoring the fact that they have policies on the matter. Hey, you want to say hi? You want to say hi?
Say hi, Stream!
You say hi?
Say hi!
She said, so earlier, before I started stream, she, Hi. That's so cool. You're doing so good. Oh my god, she's so cute. She was doing this before I started streaming, because she didn't know I wasn't live yet. Oh my god. You're killing me, literally.
Shipped him.
Mm-hmm.
Say hi, Stream. Hi, Stream.
Oh my god, you're so delightful. Adorable and delightful all at the same time. Anyways, I am at my cutoff time anyways. I just wanted to finish that little section. I'll get to a save in a second here. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Just shy of 2.
We will go ahead and continue more Bloodstained. I hope you all have been enjoying.
Say bye-bye.
You say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Say bye. Here.
Say bye-bye. See you later.
Let's see if we can prompt her. There you go.
Say bye-bye.
Look.